talking
I'm not
about
recording
slippery
right now,
nipples.
so
Aw.
Yeah, I just started recording right now.
yeah, me too. Just so we can catch the tail end of the buttery nipple conversation
Yeah.
versus
Slippery nipples,
nipple.
everyone. Slippery nipples.
Slippy
Buttery
nips.
Vote
So-
now. Tweet us. Tweet at us whether you think it's slippery nipples or buttery nipples. At
Buttery nipples would probably also be slippery.
yeah, so slippery nipples is like the catch-all because
No, you have to specify why the nipples are slippery.
so the buttery is the qualifier of these nipples aren't slippy nips from something else.
Yeah. You have to clarify why the nipples are slippery.
Why you got slippy nips? All right, I'll concede. That's a good point.
And with that, hello and welcome to the Blueberry Muffins podcast. It's been a long time since we've been together, guys. It's been like, what, May?
10 years.
10 years?
I think.
10 years
If
is
you
not
calculate.
long enough.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait.
well, that's just rude.
Wait,
That's
no,
terrible.
that's not what I meant. Anyway, how are you guys?
What were you saying, Baron?
So the entirety of Bungie's contract with Activision.
Aw, wah, wah. Well, I'm doing good. I'm drinking my Coors Golden Banquet beer.
Yeah. I'm drinking
Feeling
my
good.
Coors Light Silver Bullet.
Out of a glass, if anyone was wondering. Out of a glass.
I hope
Out of the
so.
can.
You're not a.
Well,
My roommate steals beer glasses from bars. That's how we have so many.
you probably don't want to share that openly,
It's
but
fine. Hey,
Hey, it's
TSA,
not-
I'm joking.
Hey, it's not Tesh, it's your roommate.
That's my yeah, exactly. I'm not the one doing the crime. You do the crime, you get the crime.
I don't think that's how it goes.
Yeah, I think that's how it goes.
I don't know about that.
Well, before we get started off, we just wanted to say that we know that there's a lot of salt out there in the community. Some of us in this podcast and the clan feel it. So we're there with you. But we also love this game, and we love the community, and we want to see what Bungie's going to do with it in 2018. So we're going to hold back most of the salt in this podcast until that first TWAB. And then after that comes out, we're going to let Bungie respond, and then we're going to discuss it, and then we can rail him. We just think that is probably the fairest route to go. Anybody have anything to add to that?
I think
Nope.
that is very fair.
Yeah,
Alright.
I mean, yeah, we're all here for the same reason, and at the very least, and obviously, this is not all that I think about the game, but at the very least, it's kept us together as a clan and like as friends.
That is true.
So, yeah,
I mean,
that's
we're
my
here making a Destiny podcast. After all this time and all this salt, we're still making this podcast.
This is a Destiny podcast. Shit.
There were dark and boring times in Destiny 1.
Yeah,
Yep.
yep.
Yes, there were.
That is for sure. Some people forget that.
Yeah,
But-
but everybody's like, oh, Destiny 1. Blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, when Destiny 1 came out, everyone was like, this game fucking sucks.
I didn't say that. I loved it. It was the only game I had.
Aww. That's sweet.
Yeah. Kind of.
So a lot has changed, guys, in the clan since
Yeah, it has.
May.
Oh yeah.
A lot. We're over. Are we at 100 members right now?
Well,
I think
we
we have
were
like,
at 100.
I
Kinda
think we
perched.
have
We're
like
hovering around.
90, 95 or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Which is
I get you.
crazy.
Just nuts. Absolutely nutso.
I get notifications from the Bungie.net every time somebody requests to join or joins, and it's like
Yep.
every day I get 2 or 3 at least.
Yep, me too. Officially, our Discord has 93 members. But that includes the bots, so probably 90. I think without the bots.
Mm-hmm.
Chew for doing.
Hmm.
Oh, can you say that again, Baron? You cut out for me.
So I said shout out to Chew for thread. That worked pretty well.
Yeah.
the Reddit thread. Yes.
Yeah, I joined from Reddit too a long time ago, but
Yep, me too.
that was another admin from a long era long ago.
Speaking of other admins, we do have some new ones in the clan. Our very own Bowshdog is now
Heyo.
an admin.
Who's that? Never heard of him.
What?
We'll
In the
clap for him.
podcast.
A toast to Bowsher.
I'll toast to that. And for all
Also-
of you that can't see us, we took a drink.
Yeah, for those of you who are just listening at home and not watching.
Yeah, if you couldn't hear our chugging.
We also have Love Miss Jenny is a new admin.
Yes, or Love Missed Kyle,
Or Love Miss Kyle.
as he's been going by on Discord.
And First Mark Banor, or Banner, whatever you want to call him. You can
He's
pronounce it
not-
any other way.
He's
Never
not the
heard.
first. He's not the first Mark Banner, but we
He
let
likes
that
to-
slide.
Yeah, he likes to pretend he's the first. We just let him have it.
Yeah, we just let it go. Nobody tell him.
Really blew my mind when I
He
And
blew your mind.
completely.
I think
He's
that's
definitely the
it.
best Mark Banner. I would say that's the qualifier I'll give him.
So he's like number one.
Yeah.
Best Mark Banner.
Like he came in first in the Mark Banner race.
Yes. Yeah,
Nah.
he
Yeah,
definitely.
but that would imply that he's first. Well, okay. Yeah, we'll give him that. We'll go with that.
He came in first with a strong lead over the other Mark Banners.
I think that's pretty fair.
Yes.
Really strong lead in raid.
Yeah, but he there was a little bit of is he gonna make it? And then he made it. I don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Well, congrats to Bausch, congrats to First Mark Banner, congrats to Kyle, aka Love Miss Jenny. We're happy to have you.
And to celebrate, First Mark Banner has presented everybody with the Full Blue Challenge. So we want to talk about that a little bit. It's got some rules. It's got some
Yes.
prize money.
So if you're ever on Discord and you want to look up this challenge, it's in the announcements channel. And basically it is a challenge that completely came out of the mind of Banner, and he's already done it. So it is possible. It may sound hard, but you have to obtain a matching set of blue armor at max power, which is 335. Every single piece of armor, that's class gear, that's weapons, everything, has to be blue, and it has to be at max power of 335. So if you've already been going for that, then you have a head start. But me, I do not have a head start, that is for sure. So
Yeah, I'm
probably-
not even at 335 with purple stuff. So
Yeah, me neither. I'm pretty close. Gotta grind out this weekend.
when are we when is that ending?
That will end the next time, either when the first person gets it or when the power level cap increases.
Okay. All right.
So you've probably got only until the next DLC drops, whenever that is.
Or until somebody gets it, which it feels like that's gonna happen first.
I think so. I think there's a couple people that are working hard for it.
Good deal.
$20 is $20.
Yeah, $20 is $20. You're right.
It's a pretty
If I
strong
win 'em.
incentive.
Oh yeah, going straight to Eververse and dumping
Oh,
my money
Jesus.
into all that.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm gonna pull a 20 serpentine and spend it on loot boxes. I'm just kidding.
Oh, gross. Gross.
I'm not
I'm
gonna
gonna
do
sell
that.
it online for cash money and go spend whatever the heck I want.
Sell your $20 PSA card for $20. $25. Make a
Yeah, I'm
make
gonna
a
mark
cool
it up. Yeah.
make a cool $5 on it.
Yeah, some kid will buy it without a doubt.
That's business, everyone. That is business.
Business courtesy of Bowshdog. That was a business segment from a business major.
Business.
So with that out of the way, let's talk about what's happening this week in Destiny 2. This is our first time running this segment with Destiny 2. We did it a couple times with Destiny 1. But let's talk about Destiny 2. So we've got the Dawning is over. And the shaders from the Dawning are in Season 2 engrams. Does anybody know whether or not any other items are in the Season 2 engrams? All I saw was the shaders.
I don't.
I have not checked that because even though I said I was going straight for Eververse, I probably won't because I don't buy from Eververse.
True.
But
True.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't read anything.
if things other than shaders are in there, I think I would have seen it on Reddit.
Yeah, I think so too.
But, who knows? Could be. I'm not sure. But
That's okay. The shaders is pretty good. I mean, that's a good
Mhm.
start. So,
yeah, that's a good start.
so let's talk about the Nightfall this week. We've got Arms
Yes.
Dealer.
Woo, it's easy.
Is it?
It is actually.
Yeah, it's super easy.
So the
What is it? Is it
modifiers are.
gates?
What's that?
Sorry, yeah. Keep going.
Okay. So the modifiers are Prism, which is the rotating elemental modifiers, and Killing Time, where killing enemies gets you more time on the clock. So go shoot stuff.
Yep. Yeah, it was super simple. Just equip, a weapon of each, and try and coordinate supers to be the same element, and it's
Mhm.
it's easy peasy.
And just try to make sure everybody has at least one person has some kind of elemental gun that everybody else doesn't have.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
alternate your elemental guns too will help a lot.
So for example, if you're running Titan with Striker, you got that arc already on there with your abilities. So you should probably run like a solar and a void primary or elemental and heavy, right?
Yep, that's exactly what I did. I ran Striker Titan with some sort of solar secondary, and then my heavy was a void rocket launcher, Sins of the Past, and that worked great.
Need to worry about doing too much. Enough.
Say that one more time, Baron. You
Yeah,
cut
I
out.
think Baron keeps
Microphone's
cutting out.
working good.
Yeah, it's working great.
Don't need to worry about killing ads early on in the strike. In the elevator room or the.
Couple technical difficulties in the Baron sector of the podcast.
Baron,
Sure.
did you try? Can you try raising? I don't know if this is a problem, but raising the sensitivity in Discord. Your input sensitivity.
It.
That might help. Because it sounds to me like your mic just isn't picking up.
That or he's on his McDonald's Wi-Fi again.
Yeah, it could be that. That Starbucks Wi-Fi is a real bitch.
Oh yeah.
You want to lower the attenuation bar.
How about this?
Say something long.
Yeah.
Say whatever you were gonna say.
Yeah. Talk for an extended amount of time.
I was gonna say is that you don't need to worry about killing a lot of ads and clearing rooms when you're doing the strike because leading up to the elevator, there's plenty of ads for you to kill at ad time.
Perfect.
I think you're good now. Yeah.
We're good
I
now.
think
Yes,
you're
that
good.
was great.
And that's a
I think we're
great tip.
good.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Saves a ton of time.
Yeah, and so yeah, it's super simple. It's not a problem.
Yeah, as long as you have a halfway decent team, you'll be able to complete it really easily.
Yeah, and you can force him into his final phase really easily just by throwing a few supers of the same element at him when that element burn comes up.
Yes. Yes, when you first go in, usually it's done, at least when we used to do it for the shotgun quest, the arms dealer. If you go in, all three of you with all with the same subclass, arc. Usually we do arc because of pulse grenades, but if you all go in with that, then you can don't do any damage to him when you first come up. Wait for it to turn to arc, and then just use all of your supers, all of your grenades, and he'll go down to final phase just like that.
Yep.
Super fast.
Yep,
Super
Arc Strider's great.
tight.
What's it called?
Slam
Yeah.
Titans are awesome
Yep,
for that.
Striker Titan's great. I'm sure
Fingers are
Tickle
pretty good
Tickle
too.
Fingers is fine, yeah.
Yep. Tickle fingers, toss your pulse grenade down on him and hit him with the tickle fingers. And
Yeah, those pulse grenades are brutal. Still the most overpowered thing in this entire game.
yeah, but don't tell Bungie.
Yeah, Bungie, if you're listening, just kidding.
Working as intended.
Yes, that statement definitely applies for this.
Yeah, and don't worry about if you're getting it to the top of the elevator and it's an arc, it's totally fine to wait for another rotation through.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, time should not be
Especially-
an
yeah.
issue in this one. This is a really quick strike.
especially if you are syncing up your supers, you're gonna do at least 2/3 damage to him right away, and after that you don't really have to worry at all.
And there's
Especially-
really nowhere. Oh, sorry, continue.
Well, especially if as you're going through, you don't need to rush. Just kill everything because killing adds time. So just take your time, but not too much time. You're still trying to get there.
Yeah.
As fast
And
as you
there's really nowhere where you have to sit and wait for things like some of the other Nightfalls, which is why I think time's not really an
Yeah.
issue in this one. Is that you control how fast you go through each area. It's just as fast as you can kill everything. So, yeah, it's easy.
Perfect. We want to talk about the Leviathan raid next?
Yeah, I just did it yesterday.
Mm.
Easy peasy.
It was great. It was very quick. We did all three of the. Actually, that's not true. Pleasure Gardens we wiped once. Gauntlets and baths we did on the first try.
There you go.
So it was super easy. Yeah, it's gauntlets and then pleasure gardens and then baths and then obviously Callus and challenge mode is Callus. For the challenge mode, you have to have all 4 plates activated at once when you're damaging him. So it's kind of tricky, and we weren't able to get the challenge. It's kind of hard because you have a lot less time to damage him each damage phase since you're wasting all the platforms at the same time. So yeah, just keep that in mind. It's a good idea to try and get as many skulls as possible before you go into damage phases if you want to do this challenge, since you have so much less time.
Would you recommend the 4 people in the weird realm?
Yeah,
This-
the projection room.
Shadow
Yeah.
realm.
And two
Shadow
people in the throne room. Yeah, that's what we were doing, and it was working as far as skulls went. It's just there's so many fucking ads in the throne room that you really got to be on your game if you're the 2 people in there.
You gotta be
So-
champion.
Yeah, you got to be champion, and you have to. It's not hard during the call out part. It gets really hard when the people in the projection room are shooting the skulls. It gets really hard for the people on the other side to stay alive and also keep an eye on the shield. So it's challenging, but it is doable. We just gave up after we only tried 3 times, and then Duo was like, it's okay, you don't have to.
Hey, you still get good loot.
Yes, it was very fun. And we also did the raid lair, which was my first time. That was really fun. Recommend that. That drops shit all the way up to 335. So, and it's pretty quick too. It's not very long.
Yeah, the raid
The raid
layer
layer
is.
a lot.
Mhm. It's nice, short and sweet.
Yeah, it's super worth doing every week, I think.
And if you don't know how to do it yet, if you haven't done it, just go to the sign-up sheet. We always have a sign-up sheet. If the raid's full, you can put your name. You
And
make
yeah,
another one. Usually, there's people that'll do another one.
yeah,
So,
if you need another one, just tag an admin or whatever, and
we will find people.
figure it out for you.
Yep.
Super
Really
fun.
That's really been a great part about all these new people is that we're finally able to fill these raid sheets
Yeah.
all week long. It's not
Without having admins be in every slot.
Yeah, last week, well, it was the all-member, raid that we were talking up there, and by the end of that, Banner and I were both admins, but Banner didn't do it, and I was in a raid with all new members I'd never played with, and it was weird. It was
Yep.
great. They're all in the clan, and I never played with them before, and by the end of that, we were all friends, and we were all clanmates.
Yep, I had the same experience last week where I went into a raid and I had not met a single one of the people, and I was like, what do I expect? But it was awesome, and they did a really great job, and yeah, it's really cool. So welcome everyone.
All this new blood is exciting.
Yes, this new
Getting
blood.
things going.
Baron, did you prepare anything for one of the muffin spotlights this week?
Well, I just posted it today. Vi Fenrir was our muffin spotlight this week. He did a great job. It's a cool read.
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
He really is. He's a brand new to Destiny. Just got Destiny 2. Never played Destiny 1. I think
Really?
around Black Friday. Been in the raid every week. So he's really
Dang.
Yeah, he knows the mechanics really good. He was in my raid last night. Cool.
He was one of the first people to join when that Reddit thread went up. So
Cool.
I'm gonna have to find that Reddit thread because
I'm
we had
looking at it right
so many
now.
people join. It just feels like Chu did an amazing job, and I asked who did the recruiting, and nobody told me. I gotta go thank Chu for that.
I'll send you the link to the thread.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, well, good to hear. Good to have you, Bay.
we're gonna get back to doing that. We kind of covered just about everybody. So the spotlight went away. But we got all kind of new blood and new people to hear about.
Yeah, we already know everyone who's been here for a while. Too well, I feel like. I know some of you. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about Muffy.
Yeah,
out,
we know way
Muffy.
too much. We know way too much about Muffy.
I'm so
That guy
tired of hearing his
shares-
voice.
Her
Definitely
There's
didn't need to hear
everything.
any of that stuff. Yeah.
Just talks and talks and talks and ugh.
If you're ever in a raid with Muffy, just go ahead and mute him right away.
Yep. You do not want to hear what comes out of his mouth.
pretty vulgar guy. Doesn't
Yeah,
stop
pretty
using
vulgar.
that sailor mouth.
He swears more than I do, which is saying something because I'm potty mouth.
We better not taint our beautiful podcast with your potty mouth then.
Fuck you, Bowsh. Fuck you.
All right, let's set aside the drinks for a second.
Yeah, I guess this isn't a family podcast anymore. Jeez.
Oh, was it a family podcast before? I'm sorry, I missed that somewhere around the
Well,
slippery nipples discussion.
yeah.
We'll just have
Flippy
to
nipples.
remind TG not to let Shorty listen to this episode. That's
Yeah,
all.
shorty.
Yes.
Well, we're good. We'll post it. We'll post the podcast in the event channel. We're good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Tag it NSFW.
Yeah,
listen to this at
not
work,
safe for
everybody.
work, everyone. Not safe for work.
You
There's
get demonetized on
nips.
YouTube.
Oh
Man.
no, yeah, for sure. That's bullshit.
I
This
don't
is
think
not
we could.
a YouTube
yeah.
demonetization podcast, but let me just say,
All right. Anything else with
There's a lot of-
Destiny, guys?
I don't think so. It's good to be
Well.
back, everyone.
Yes, everybody, grind for that $20. Don't
yeah,
let
get out there, get those blues. They drop at what, like 10 below your light level until you reach the cap, so.
Yep. Once you reach the cap. So if you're not at the cap, you got to grind for that cap. Get on. If you Tesh posts all the time, looking for people to do the nightfall or just dumb stuff. So
Yeah,
if
I'm
you
always
ever,
down for
if you ever need
encounters.
anything, and you ever need to find anybody, you can at the admins. Usually we're on because we have no lives.
Yeah,
And
that's
if
true.
you need to find somebody at the admins, and we will at everybody, like
Yeah,
30
we'll
times,
abuse our power of everyone.
which I have not done yet.
You really? Oh, it feels so good.
I
You
know,
have
I'm
to do it.
waiting for the perfect time.
You're waiting for the
gotta
opportune
feel-
moment.
You got a shit post for your first one.
Oh no, yeah, for sure. Yeah, you gotta send out the worst.
It'll be the most epic shit post of all time.
Give
And
bad
we'll-
advice for your first one.
and- Everybody will get it.
I think since nobody knows that that we're recording this, you should just at everybody right now and say nothing. And then when they listen to this,
Yep.
they'll say,
They'll be like,
They'll be in
ah.
on the joke.
That is awesome. I'm definitely doing that right now.
so
Yeah.
Not
meta.
saying anything with it, just an at
Wait, you got to put it in like a weird channel.
Oh,
Yeah, do it on like muffins and more or something.
Yeah.
that's not a weird one. That's a good one.
No
but
one
yeah,
will
I'm-
expect it.
Okay.
Yeah, expect the unexpected though, Kstate. So what do you think about that?
Yeah, but most people don't expect the unexpected. So
They'll never see this one coming. That's for
that's
sure.
why you have to give it as advice.
You're right. You're right. I didn't think about that shit.
And how did you become an admin before me?
My good looks and charming personality, obviously.
Oh, I just got a Discord notification.
Right.
What's who added me with important business?
Man, I didn't get one. That's really weird.
Oh. Hmm. It's weird.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Medicine, muffins, and more too. That's weird.
Somebody's making steaks.
Oh, that's such instant payoff already. Oh yes, that's exactly what I wanted.
I'm
That's amazing.
Dots, I haven't seen dots in so long. And you
I'm
guys
not saying anything. Nobody posted a
don't-
thing.
No,
No
no.
explanation.
Nope.
It's not
we'll
allowed
say
to
fuck you,
respond.
Trevor.
Admin abuse.
Admin abuse. Mr. Dots gets on, and that's what he says.
We do not have this kind of response whenever somebody posts to do a
Dang.
nightfall.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. I guess we
Tesh
should
tries
just.
to get somebody for the nightfall, and
And it's
nobody
like
talks.
cricket. Yeah.
I'm saying one at everyone in a weird channel, and everybody just gets on. This is
Now we know
five
the secret,
people.
I guess.
In jokes,
guess.
I'm here. What's the problem?
Oh, that's really funny.
I hope everyone's listening to this tomorrow.
That is
Yeah,
awesome.
me too.
I think that was the best thing we've done on this podcast yet.
Yeah, that's really funny. I love that there's such instant gratification.
Oh, that was perfect. You guys, man, I couldn't have picked a better thing to open up my admin at everyone privileges. That was beautiful.
Congratulations, Bowsher. You deserve it.
3 cheers for Bowshdog. Hip hip.
Thanks.
Hooray.
Thanks, guys.
Hooray!
Alright, that's enough. One was
Yeah,
enough.
that's pretty disappointing. Hip hip hooray. Now I'm not feeling that great.
Should we talk about Fortnite?
Yes.
I think
Okay.
we're moving on from Destiny.
So this is a new segment to the podcast, brand new. It's called "What Else We're Playing." So with a little bit of lull in Destiny right now, and everybody's a little bit unsure. There's a lot of people who aren't playing Destiny as their primary game as far as time goes. So we wanted to feature and just talk about a game every week that other members of our small little community, not so small anymore, but that people in our community are playing right now. So we're thinking start off with some shooters, something that's kind of familiar to people who are playing Destiny. Maybe we'll move on to something else later, but this week we're talking about Fortnite, the third-person competitive shooter.
Oh. I will say that I've played like 2 games of Fortnite, and they both ended immediately and sadly
Well, you're not playing with
sounds
the right
cool.
people.
with
You gotta play
me
with.
dying.
You gotta play with us.
Kstate knows how good I am at battle royale shooters.
2 thumbs up.
Aww. That's
Hey,
not true.
We do good
What
at
a nice guy.
PUBG.
Yeah, we did okay. This is not the PUBG corner though. This is the Fortnite corner.
Right.
Yes, we're not
So-
talking about that.
Why don't you tell everybody what a battle royale is?
Yeah.
No.
So a battle royale is basically a shooter. It's basically a fight to the death free for all style shooter, but there's usually a ton of players. So like PUBG has like 100 players. I'm not sure how many Fortnite has. I think it's close to 100.
It's
Yeah.
100.
So it's 100 players. You get dropped into a huge open map that shrinks as time goes on. The purpose of that is to prevent people from just hiding in the corners of the map the whole game and not like engaging anyone. So the map shrinks as time goes on, and basically the last man standing or the last team standing wins. So there's usually like a solo, a doubles, and a team. I think Fortnite has all 3 of those.
Yes.
They at least have solo and team, and the team is a 4-man team. It's pretty fun. It's pretty intense because once you die, you're done. So there's a lot of like. It can be a little bit more slowly paced than other games at times. You're just sort of.
Trying to stay alive.
Yeah, you're trying to stay alive. You're trying to survive, but it is really fun. It's definitely a really unique experience if you've never played a battle royale game. It's a super unique experience.
It's a really good description of it is it's pretty much the Hunger Games, but with 100 people, and you drop in with 100 people.
Yeah, you drop out of an airplane and you like parachute down, and it's fun.
And you don't start with anything, so you have to find everything, find weapons. Sometimes.
And
you get
Fortnite has a
weapons,
really
sometimes
cool
you
like building materials mechanic that PUBG doesn't have, that I don't know very much about, but I know it adds a lot of complexity.
Yeah, Fortnite is really unique in the battle royale space. It's quirky and cartoony. It's not like super serious military simulator. It's not like PUBG in that regard. And you do have the building and destruction. Like anything you see out in the world besides the ground and the mountains, you can destroy. You can destroy the trees, the huts, the houses, the couches, the TVs. Anything you see out there will turn into a material that you can then use to build walls and ramps and forts. Thus the name Fortnite. It's also got some pretty cool emotes. Like they just introduced like the dab, and you can do the worm and
cosmetics.
Gangnam Style. And
You let off with the dab.
yeah, dude, you got dab on the haters, bro.
Emote. Where's my Destiny Bungie? If you're listening, where's my Destiny 2 dab emote? Thank you. Goodbye. Continue.
The best part about all of this is the game is free to play, and the cosmetics aren't in loot boxes. You buy the currency, and you pay for the items directly, which is a really refreshing thing in 2018.
Nice,
Yes.
Yeah, I'm very tired of loot boxes.
Yeah.
Let me just say.
And Epic Games is a fantastic developer. They communicate with the community, and they listen to what we want.
Yeah, Fortnite is really well designed. It's really hard. It's harder than PUBG, I think.
There's a little learning curve.
Yeah,
But
there's definitely a learning curve.
Yeah. If you go in with other people, though, if you ever want anybody to play with, as always, there's a Discord channel for you. It's called the Fortnite Muffins. So if you ever want anybody to play with, you can go into Fortnite and ask for somebody to play with.
Check out some gameplay.
And it is free to play right now.
It seems like most
Yeah,
of
I
the
think
Destiny
there's-
streamers that used to stream Destiny and Destiny 2 have gotten away from that and have moved towards Fortnite. So
Yes,
Yeah.
a lot of Overwatch streamers are playing. Actually, a lot of people, period, are playing Fortnite right now.
Yeah,
It's really
Fortnite's kind of
picking
blown
up
up.
steam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
So,
free to play.
Yep.
So you can download it for free. You don't need to buy any of the emotes. I have not, but I did. Yeah, I spent money. But it is a very fun game.
yeah, and I think most clan people play on on PS4, but me and Kstate will be out there representing the PC gaming
But
community as well.
another cool part of Fortnite, if you do want to play on PC, play with your PlayStation friends. It is cross.
Can you really? It's
Yes,
cross-platform?
it's cross-platform.
Oh, shut
Just
up,
PC and
that's so
PS4 are cross-platform.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I'll be playing with like Flint Eagle and Prangera, Pregnant. Shout out Pregnant. I'll be playing with them on their PS4s, and then Lutzen and I will be on PC playing with them. It's really fun.
Very cool. That's good to know because I was like, I don't really want to download it on my PS4, but now I can do that. I don't have to do that. I mean, so very cool. Yeah, and don't be fooled if you load into a game just because it's cartoony and kind of actually very cutesy. It's kind of very hardcore, and you'll be like, oh wow, this game is so cute, and then you'll get like fragged across the map by somebody. So just watch out.
Yes.
But it's pretty easy to pick up. The controls aren't hard. On console, there's aim assist. It's not like you know you're gonna be lost or anything. They're pretty good mechanics, and everything right there is on the screen for you. It tells you how to build, how to switch weapons right there on the screen. So if you ever get lost, you don't have to go into the menus and look for things, which is really nice too.
Yeah, it has a very nice interface, and like the UI is really good. Cool. Good deal. Play Fortnite. Play Fortnite with muffins.
Awesome.
Yes. We are not just limited to Destiny 2. We do more than just that.
Yeah, and we'll talk about more games
Next week.
in the coming. Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully, we'll
Next
keep doing the podcast, and we'll talk about a different game next week, which is exciting.
So if there's a game specifically that you want to hear about next week, whether it be like Call of Duty or Overwatch, even Warframe, those are just some of the channels that we have on
Titanfall 2.
Blueberry Muffins,
I would
Titanfall
love
2,
to do.
Monster Hunters,
Yeah,
Battlefield,
Battlefield
1.
1, Monster Hunter.
Let us know down in the comments down below, or maybe we can make a poll on Discord if enough people ask. So just let us know, and we'll make that up.
Yeah, good deal.
Yeah.
Or we could get Chew on here to talk about Assassin's Creed for 3 hours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yep.
We just need to get him
Chua
his
can
own
get on here
Assassin's
and-
Creed podcast.
Me and should throw downs. We now that I'm an admin, we can keep them out of the main channels. But me and Chew have real long, lengthy discussions about games. I would love to have him come on and talk about game design.
Well, we do like having an occasional guest speaker on, so maybe we'll have Chew on for
Yeah.
a game like Assassin's Creed that he plays.
And no one else. Actually, I think
Yeah, no one else.
I think Yum Yum might play it.
Yeah, Yum plays everything.
Well, there we go. 2 people.
Yeah, Yum Yum plays every single game out there.
I'm sure Muffy's played it too. Probably
yeah,
got platinum.
Muffy plays a lot of gets
I'm pretty sure
fun
Carl has
and
it
then
too.
drops it.
Literally every game.
You know what? They can just start their own podcast. That's too many guests.
Every game platinum. That'll be the name of the podcast.
Every game platinum. Gross.
Oh
That's
no,
a good
Muffy's.
name. I'm gonna trademark that.
Oh great, Muffy's talking about demoting me because that one
No.
at everyone.
No. Oh, how it backfired. Oh no.
Hey, I've got three admin friends right here, so you can back me up. Never mind, Case has turned on me.
Turn it on them already. It's all over.
It's all ogre now. It's all ogre for
It's
you,
all ogre.
Bowsher.
You guys coaxed me into this one admin. Only one I've ever done as an admin, and it's just taken everything from me. Cost me everything.
Yeah, it killed your wife.
Yep.
It
The
foreclosed
wife
your
that I don't
house.
have. Yep, that.
It,
I have my house.
killed all your
foreclosed.
crops.
Yeah, because I'm a
Gave you
farmer.
acne.
No, I'm past that. I'm past that. Giving me acne again would be like, might as well just
Fuck you.
put me out of my
Kill
misery.
kill yourself, I think, is what you have to
Yeah.
do. This is a fun, light, and uplifting podcast.
Just so we're
Yeah.
clear, suicide is not a joke. If you need help, please contact somebody. We are not condoning suicide in any way. Just
But
wanna point
also,
that
I'm
out.
about to
Nor
kill
are we
myself.
condoning going to Japan and filming.
Yes, the purpose
Oh,
of our
yeah.
content is always for your entertainment.
Yikes. Yeah,
Rest in
If
peace, Logan
that's how
Paul's
he
career.
says it.
yeah,
I
right.
don't-
No, he wasn't funny before, so who's really upset?
Again,
about
I
his
don't
career.
YouTube. So I have never seen a single one of his.
I had never seen a video either, but I watched the suicide one. I was like, even if this dude
Wow.
wasn't like looking at a dead body, he would not be funny.
It's pretty bad when PewDiePie is making videos calling you out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't hate on the Pewds. He's good.
Ooh.
He's a good guy.
I'm hating on the Pewds. I'm not a fan. Send me Pewds, K-State.
All right, that sounds
Oh,
just
wow. Okay.
weird,
Please send Pewds.
because that sounds a lot like pube.
Oh, I was thinking more nudes. Like, please send nudes, but instead it's please send Pewds.
Hmm.
All right, now I think with that,
Either
it's
way.
time to it's time to end this little podcast.
This train wreck.
We have peaked.
We have peaked. In episode 1, we peaked. That is for sure. It's been downhill from there. Except for that little bit where we just made Bowsh get kicked. That was pretty cool,
Oh, yeah.
guys. Nice
Yeah, that was
collaboration.
funny.
He
Now the
didn't- he
founder
had
of the
no
clan
idea.
duo is in on it too. He's saying it's fun while it lasted.
Let me just say, here's a message to everyone who thinks it's funny to mess with me. Y'all turn around with your tails between your legs so quickly. So just think about that. I didn't even do anything to anyone who changed my name, and yet I have inspired fear in the clan. And in conclusion, don't mess with me.
Man, shut up, Tesh. We'll change your name.
No, don't. I'll destroy you.
Can I change admins' names as
No,
an
we
admin?
can't.
No,
we
you
cannot.
can't.
Man.
Duo can because he's the server owner.
I mean, my name
he's
is
not
finally...
gonna do.
My
Yeah,
name
your
is
name is
safe.
Safe from Safe from Duo.
No more Duo or K-State changing my name when they feel like it.
I just like that Banners is Vex Tip Milk and he never changed it back.
I respect him for owning up on that one. Embracing it. I thought it was funny. I thought he came up with it, but
I
I
hope
think-
not.
I mean,
Because we were talking about you know who in the raid last night. They were being mean to me, and I told them I would leave and join Gandhi's new clan.
oh boy.
We don't have to keep that in.
Hmm.
That could be between us admins.
I gotta cut
Admin
content
thought.
now.
Secret.
Okay.
secret.
Like 3 seconds of silence, and then I'm gonna start like signing off. Well, thanks everybody for coming and joining us today. It's been great having you listen to us with no interaction because
Yeah, we've enjoyed talking at you for what is it? 43
45
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad. And if you've lasted this long, props to you because
Yeah, congrats.
And
Yeah.
type I like sliced bread in the chat.
Yes, 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 yes.
If you made it
yes,
this
yes.
far.
And if you're an admin, at everyone, but don't say anything if you listened to the podcast.
don't do that. You'll get in trouble. Trust me.
At everyone and say I like sliced bread
Just
if
do it.
you listened this far.
Just do it like Nike.
Just do it.
All right.
Just do it.
I'm Kstate13. You can find me at @KStateOfficial on Twitter. And I also stream at twitch.tv/Kstate13.
I'm Bowshdog. I'm signing off. You can find me on PlayStation. I'm Bowshdog there, and I'm on Twitch every great once in a while blue moon, and I'm also Bowshdog on Twitch. And I'm done.
You want to go, Baron?
Sure. I am Baron Von Jeff. I'm on PlayStation and Discord and none of those other cool places.
And I have been Tesh Money, Destroyer of Men, your best friend and your maid. And your house was very dirty, and I'm disappointed in you. And you can find me on Twitter at Tesh Money, but I have very strong opinions, so take that with a grain of salt. And I also stream on Twitch at Tesh.0. Goodbye!
Goodbye and thanks for listening.